What is up, Momo traders? Robbie here, back with another informational video. Today I want to go over how I set up my Thinkorswim trading software through TD Ameritrade. Now, I know a lot of Momo traders use Thinkorswim, and so I think it'd be beneficial to go through how I set up my different monitors, just to show you what I think is the most efficient way to trade stocks. Before we get started, I do want to ask if you could please like and comment on my videos, and then also subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really does help the channel grow. And then also don't forget to join my Discord chat room, which the link is in my About section of my YouTube channel. And that's where we can discuss, ideas and thoughts, and also talk about what stocks are hot right now. And so if you want to join that, I think that would really help you out if you're new to trade. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, Momo traders, let's get started. On my first monitor, which is located on the top left screen, I start by having my watch list, a live news gadget, and then also my positions and activity. So I do this just because, of course, let's just go through the positions and activity first. Of course, you want to know where you get into stocks and then where you get out, as well as your daily P&L. And then it also lists right here what stocks you traded. And so this is very important, this screen. Moving on, let's look at the live news. So live news, catalysts can really be a reason what moves a stock higher and higher every single day. And so what I do is you could just type in the ticker symbol, and it'll tell you the top news that's going on, why the stock is in an uptrend or declining. And then lastly, the watch list. So I'll go through each column quickly. As you can see, I have the symbol, of course, the ticker symbol, the last price that it traded, the mark percent change, and so that's showing up how much a stock is gapping up or gapping down, and then the volume, overall volume of shares traded, and then these are all the outstanding shares, also called the float. And so I normally look for stocks that are a lower float. And lastly, the HTB or ETB, that stands for hard to borrow or easy to borrow, and that's showing me if I have the options to short a stock. So essentially, you take shares that TD Ameritrade has, and basically you sell them at first, and then you buy them back at a cheaper price. So that's the first monitor that I have set up. And also keep in mind, I like to keep it simple, because when I had my TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim overloaded with watch lists and charts, it actually slowed down my graphics card and my processor on my MacBook Pro. Even though I do have a strong computer, it did slow it down, and there was a lot of lag. And so check out my Thinkorswim lag video. I'll put the picture of it on the top right of the screen, but check out that video, and that shows you different tips and tricks on how to stop the lag of Thinkorswim, which can be very troublesome when trading. All right, let's move on to the next screen. We're looking at the monitor to the right top of from the last monitor which we looked at, which was the top left. So top right, I like to keep a 6 stock chart. As you can see here, and this is just obviously to watch for charting and to watch the different stocks and see different price action. All of these charts are in the 1-minute chart setup, and then as you can see, these lines, the purple line is the VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, and in another video I'll talk about strategy and I'll get into what that is. And the blue teal line is the 9 EMA, so it's just a moving average, and it just shows what trend the stock is trading at. I definitely am looking at the stocks to see how much they gap up, and so you can see, if we look at Pola, you can see that it was trading at pre-market at $9.50, and then it gapped up really strong right when the bell rang, and it went all the way up to $15.57. And so overall, this is just a 6 chart, basically a watch list. I'm watching these 6 different stocks and seeing how their price action is moving. All right, moving on to the next screen. This is my bottom left monitor, and the bottom left and right monitors are most important, because that's actually where the trading is done. And so this monitor, it has the active trader window on it. This is the actual active trader window, and so you can see this is where you can click buy and sell different stocks at different price points, and I'll make another video to get into all the specifics on how to set this up, but this is just a general overview of how I set up my monitors. Then to the left, you can see is the chart. This is set as a 5-minute, but really normally it's a 1-minute. chart, and this is just, of course, to watch price action and actually to see how the stock is trending, whether it's up and down. And then you can see I have the level 2 right here, which can tell me spreads, and then also what orders are about to go through or possibly about to go through or lined up. which is extremely important. And then way to the right, you can see is the tape or time in sales, and then this shows the orders that are actually got filled and actually went through the different exchanges. And then down here, I have the 5-minute chart, and then the daily chart. So the daily chart is to show me different highs and lows, and so that's important to know if the stock is reaching an all-time high. And then I also, this pink line is the 200 moving average, 200 EMA. That normally shows if it's in an uptrend, it will be above that. If it's in a downtrend, it will be below it. And so the 5 minutes good to see overall, like in slower time, what the price action of the stock is, how it's behaving. This is my actual trading setup. I like using this because, of course, these are the buttons that you click the most, and so that's got to be pretty big, as well as the 1 minute chart. But overall, I think this setup is pretty clean. And like I said, I can make a video on how to actually set this up in the future. Let's move on to the next screen. Moving to the bottom right screen, this is kind of like my main window. So Thinkorswim gives you a main screen, and then of course you can detach all of these different gadgets and screens when you're setting up your computer setup. And this is my main window. This shows, of course, the time, and then make sure that you're connected and you're getting real-time data, as well as what account you're trading in. And then, of course, this might look familiar because it's just like my other setup I just showed you on the last screen. I have the 1 minute chart right here, and then I have the active trader window, and then the 5 minute and the daily chart. That's important, but then the only difference is my level 2 and my tape are off to the left. So on the main window, they give you this nice column where you can have different gadgets, and so this is obviously where I look at the level 2 and the tape to see what orders are about to be filled or have been filled. This is my main screen for trading, but I do normally trade 2 different stocks at one time. All right, moving on to the last screen. This isn't very exciting because it's the exact same as the top right screen. I look at 6 more stocks. As you can see, the chart setup is exactly the same. It's all 1 minute, and then with the volume weighted average price, the 9 EMA, and that's it. And then the volume bars on the bottom. This talks about the volume that's going through the stocks, or how many shares are being traded. So yeah, that's how my screens are all set up. All right, Momo traders, thank you for watching. I always appreciate it. Once again, I hope this was beneficial. This is how I trade stocks, and so I hope it's a benefit to you. I hope it's another informational video that helps you trade. And thank you for being a Momo trader. And please don't forget to like and comment to any thoughts that you have about what your setup is, and as well as subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And lastly, also don't forget about that Discord chat room. I would love to see you in there and welcome you with open arms. Okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.